So one of the heartbreaking aspects of our work here at Dégagé as a staff is seeing grandmothers coming into shelter. Women who have worked their whole life, earned income, they're retired, they may be getting Social Security, and then one or two events in life puts them in the position of being unhoused, and now they have to come into shelter for them, a very first experience in their life. It might be a medical crisis. It might be that they got 30 days notice that their rent's increasing and they're on a fixed income. It might be that there's a broken relationship in their life, and here they find themselves unhoused at their age. It's really heartbreaking as a staff to see someone in that vulnerable position, to see ladies walking through our shelter, having to use accessibility aids, having to be careful about not falling because maybe they're at that age where that's a concern. It's really tough for us to see that. And yet we're also incredibly just inspired by their courage and their resilience and their willingness to mentor and encourage others, their willingness to still be involved in their families' lives, to go home on the weekends and babysit and help their children, to still go home to birthday parties and to holiday celebrations, and then having to come back from those experiences and come back into shelter can be really, really tough to see that.
My life before Dégagé was fairly simple. I was a single mother raising 3 children. I worked as a caregiver for a lot of years, like 30 years. I did that for a long time. But that was a scary experience, having, being homeless and having to walk into a place where you don't know anybody. You don't know what's going to happen because you can't see your future when you're homeless. Everybody made it just so easy. I volunteered in the kitchen. I make the cupcakes, package cookies, make cookies. The day I found out I had housing, I felt elated, excited, ecstatic, but scared too, because I made a lot of friends at Dégagé.
We all talk a lot about our children and our grandchildren and what our lives were like before. And for many, many years, I ran a country club. And after decades, I became divorced. And I took it really, really hard. And then I discovered alcohol, and I became an alcoholic. I was evicted from the townhome, and I lived out of my car for 2 weeks at a rest area. And my daughters would bring me food. First, I went to a rehab for 3 months. After the rehab, I looked things up, and this was the only single women's shelter. And I've been here since, and I've been getting stronger, getting my confidence back, staying sober. Dégagé, because they treat me with respect, they help me meet my goals by being responsible. It's been a big growth for me, but also I found happiness again, and I didn't think that was possible.
I was in a coma, medically induced coma, and I lost my job. I was living from hotel to hotel, and I just kept my faith in God, and He helped me, kept moving. God just said, come to Dégagé, it'll help you a lot better. So I did that. Dégagé has helped me heal and look within. They helped me mold me to become a woman. Dégagé has. I'm just glad to see the changes in me. Every day I wake up, every day I praise God. Every day that I see my grandson and see him get a little bit older, and it makes me happy to see everybody motivated, up, and ready to get out of here. That's what makes me happy.
My encouragement to others is that be positive, because it is worth the wait. Stay with the program, work the program, because it will help you out. It will help you out in the long run.
She is a wonderful grandma, and she is always smiling.
There's so many things about being a grandmother. I love to go outside and play with them.
Sometimes we get to go to the library, and she's the best cooker in the world.
People always say, oh, I love being a grandparent. It really is amazing. And to see her sit on your lap or touch your face, call you grandma, it's warming.
Having my grandchildren over is great. There's nothing like it. I wish they could be here all the time. It makes me very, very happy. having my grandchildren and having my children in my life it gives me a kind of peace I can't explain, because they're all a part of me.
I have a grandbaby, and it's a boy. He's so smart, so intelligent. He brings out the side that I didn't think I had in me by running around with him, playing. It was a beautiful experience. He has my heart.
Grandma's just not perfect. Grandma struggled too. Grandma was an alcoholic. Grandma lived in her car. Grandma went to a shelter. The whole world isn't perfect. Now, there are things that go on in life. I want her to be strong and confident. And that's what I got back from being here at Degage.